Here is the long-awaited video for the Amigurumi Zero. You will need an F5 crochet hook, a tapestry needle, 2 9mm safety eyes, orange, red, and white worsted weight yarn, white pipe cleaners, and a small amount of polyfiber fill. We're going to start with Zero's body. You're going to take your white worsted weight yarn, any brand that you like, and we're going to start with a magic loop, and we're going to single crochet 4 single crochets into the magic loop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pull your ring closed. In rounds 2 through 4, you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around. 4 single crochets at the end of round 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Round 5. You're going to single crochet in the first single crochet, and then 2 in the next, twice, for 6 single crochets at the end of round 5. Rounds 6 through 9, you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around. 6 single crochets at the end of round 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In round 10, 2 single crochets in the next single crochet. The next 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Increase in the next. 1, 2, and you're going to do this twice. Single crochet in the next 2. And increase in the next for 8 single crochets at the end of round 10. In round 11 through 14, you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around for 8 single crochets at the end of round 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Round 15, 3 single crochets in the next 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. 2 in the next, which is an increase. We're going to do this twice. 1, 2, 3, and an increase. At the end of round 15, you should have 10 single crochets. For round 16 through 17, you're going to single crochet around with 10 single crochets at the end of round 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Round 18, 4 single crochets in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Increase in the next, and we're going to do this twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and increase in the next. At the end of round 18, there should be 12 single crochets. Round 19, you're going to single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and an increase. We're doing this twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an increase. At the end of round 19, there will be 14 single crochets. Round 20, 6 single crochets in the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then increase at the end of that. 1 and 2. We're doing this twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and at the end there is 2 in the same for an increase. So at the end of round 20, you will have 16 single crochets. Round 21, 7 single crochets and then an increase twice for 18 single crochets at the end of round 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then an increase. We're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the increase. Round 22. 8 single crochets in the next single crochets. Then you're going to increase, and then 8 single crochets in the next, 8, and then you're going to increase for 20 single crochets at the end of round 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and an increase. We're going on to round 23. We're going to do 9 single crochets and then an increase twice for 22 single crochets at the end of round 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and an increase. And we're doing it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then an increase. Round 24, 10 single crochets and then an increase twice for 24 single crochets at the end of round 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we increase. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then an increase. Round 25. 11 single crochets and an increase twice for 26 single crochets at the end of round 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then you increase at the end. We're going to do this twice. Round 26. 12 single crochets and an increase twice for 28 single crochets at the end of round 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then an increase at the end of that set of 12. We're going to do this twice. Round 27, 13 single crochets, and then an increase twice for 30 single crochets at the end of round 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then an increase at the end. We're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and an increase. Round 28, 14 single crochets in the next, and then increase at the end twice for 32 single crochets at the end of round 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. With an increase at the end. We're going to do this twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 with an increase at the end. Round 29, 15 single crochets in the next, then increase twice for 34 single crochets at the end of round 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and an increase. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and an increase at the end. Round 30. 16 single crochets and then an increase twice for 36 single crochets at the end of round 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 with an increase at the end. We're going to do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 with an increase at the end. For rounds 31 and 32, you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around for 36 single crochets at the end of round 32. Then you will fasten off and leave a long tail for sewing. Now fasten off at the end with a slip stitch. Make a long tail for sewing. Now I'm going to show you how to make his inner form, the skeleton, with the pipe cleaners to keep his shape. Okay, so this is what the inside of his framework looks like. You're going to take 4 pipe cleaners to do this. And you're going to fold them in half and form them into this T shape. So you take your first 2 pipe cleaners and hold them together and take the ends and fold them in half and bend them down like that. And do that with the other 2 also. Now we're going to connect them together like this in a T shape. And just start twisting them together on both sides, all 3 sides. Okay, now we're going to, about right here, going to bend down. Bend the wire down and twist it some more so that it has a nice rounded end. And on these sides we're going to bend down twice. Watch out for the pokey end on this side, so you want to try to avoid any of the ends of the thing poking through the work. Now we're gonna fit it inside. Push it all the way down to the end. Make sure that the ends of the T are at the edge of the work like this. These are gonna be his little hands, little paws. So up this flat end, we're gonna keep everything flat, no stuffing the body with polyfiber fill. And weave in the end. I like to just weave along the edge here a little bit so they get to the very end of his tail and cut the end off. Now you shape his body, fold it in half. This, you can bend the feet down and then just roll his tail up. Pull it out a little bit if you want to. Shape it however you want. However you want his body shape to look. And there's his body. That looks like a flat little ghost body with his curly whippy tail. And it's bendable and posable. You can pose his tail however you like. And now we're going to do the head. Zero's head is worked in the same way as the body until you get to 18 single crochets. So we're going to start with a magic loop and we're going to crochet 4 single crochets into the magic loop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And pull the ring closed. Rounds 2 through 4, you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around for 4 single crochets at the end of round 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Round 5. Single crochet in the next single crochet and then 2 in the next. We're going to do this twice. Single crochet in the next one and 2 in the next. For 6 single crochets at the end of round 5. For round 6 through 7, you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around for 6 single crochets at the end of round 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Round 8, 2 single crochets in the next 2. 1, 2, and then an increase in the next. Do this twice. 1, 2, and then an increase for 8 single crochets at the end of round 8. Rounds 9 through 10, single crochet in each single crochet around for 8 single crochets at the end of round 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Round 11. 3 single crochets in the next 3, and then an increase at the end, twice, for 10 single crochets at the end of round 11. 1, 2, 3, and an increase. Then 1, 2, 3, and an increase. Round 12, 4 single crochets in the next 4, then an increase, twice, for 12 single crochets at the end of round 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an increase. Round 13, 5 single crochets in the next 5, then an increase. Then we're going to do it twice for 14 single crochets at the end of round 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an increase. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an increase. Round 14, 6 single crochets and then an increase twice for 16 single crochets at the end of round 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and an increase. Round 15, 7 single crochets and an increase twice for 18 single crochets at the end of round 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an increase. We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an increase. Round 16 through 17, single crochet in each single crochet around for 18 single crochets at the end of round 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. For round 18, we're going to single crochet and then decrease around until we get to 12 single crochets. So we're going to count our stitches, make sure we have 12 here, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now we're going to single crochet in each single crochet around for 12 single crochets at the end of round 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're going to now insert the safety eyes. So you take your safety eyes around here on the 5th or 6th row from the top down. Just insert them into a space. Make them as far apart as you like. And you take the backings and you insert them in here and push them down. You hear a snapping sound, and they're secure so they don't come out. If you want to, you could put a pipe cleaner in his nose if you want his nose to be posable, so you can shape his nose any way you want to. Let's try that. We're going to take this one pipe cleaner and fold it in half. Twist it around. Fold it in half again. You can insert it into his face to the end of his nose. Then take a little bit of your polyfiber fill and stuff his head. Try not to put too much stuffing into the nose area. For round 20, we're going to decrease around until we get 6 single crochets at the end of round 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to fasten off and leave a long tail for sewing. Close up his hole in his head. I like to weave the end in down to right here so I can sew his head to his body. Now you can shape the nose. We're going to sew his head right there. In the end, so we got so far. Next thing we're going to do is crochet his little pumpkin that goes on the end of his nose. So you're going to take orange yarn and we're going to start with a magic loop and do 8 single crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You pull your whole ring closed into a tight piece like that. Move your little end out of the way. Rounds 2 through 5, you're going to single crochet in each single crochet around for 8 single crochets at the end of round 5. And this is the last round, round 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can either stuff the nose or just leave it unstuffed if you want. I like to leave mine unstuffed. And I just fasten off and I sew it into like a rounded shape. Here's his pumpkin nose. And then you can sew it right there on the very end of his nose. Once you have it all sewed on, weave the end in and trim it off. And here we have the end of Zero's pumpkin nose. Now we're gonna make his ears and his collar. Zero's ears, we're gonna make 2 ears, and we're going to do this in rows. So you're going to chain 10 stitches. Leave a long tail for sewing, about that much. Do your starting chain and chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to slip stitch into the second chain from hook and in each across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Fasten off. You're going to make 2 ears like that. They're going to look like that. Okay. Once you have his 2 ears, you're going to take him and your sewing needle and you're going to attach the ears to the head about right here. Once I have the ears attached, I tie them together, the ends, real tight, 2 knots. And we weave the ends in together. Thread them on the needle. Just work them in to the work. And cut it with the scissors. Do the same thing on the other side with the other ear. Then weave in the ends. Here he is so far. And the last and final thing we're going to do is make his collar. With red worsted weight yarn, you're going to chain 10 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you're going to fasten off, and you're just going to take his head and you're going to tie the collar around his neck. Like that. Might be better just to cut them as close as you can. And there's his collar. And that is how I make an amigurumi crocheted zero. Here he is. All done. He's just perfect for Jack to hold. In the previous videos, the Jack I made, just the perfect size for Jack. Hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial of amigurumi crocheted zero, and please stay tuned for any upcoming videos I may do in the future. Thanks. Please subscribe and like.